If your family starts doing this after age 70, it could silently threaten your independence. You can almost hear the sound of the doorbell, the soft tap of shoes on the front step, the creak of the door as it opens. A familiar face steps in with a warm smile, a plate of food, or a small, carefully thought-out gesture. They're here to help, after all. They want nothing more than to ease your burdens, lighten your load. It feels good, doesn't it? To have someone look out for you, especially when you've gotten older. But there's something you can't quite put your finger on. Something subtle, just beneath the surface of those caring actions. A shift you hadn't noticed at first. The meals you once took pride in preparing now come pre-made, each dish chosen for you. Your medication is neatly laid out in a little pill box, and suddenly, you're not sure when you last decided what time to take them. And then there's the way they rearrange your house, as though the small spaces you've lived in for years are no longer quite safe enough. Drawers that used to hold a bit of your life, your memories, now feel less like your own. The toothpaste? It's in a different place too. You don't remember when that happened, but it's been changed, just like so many other things. The feeling is hard to describe, but it's there, creeping in slowly. At first, it feels good to have your loved ones care so much, but then it begins to settle into something else, something heavier. You're not quite in charge anymore. You haven't been for a while. You wonder how much longer will it be before you forget how to make your own decisions? The well-meaning help turns into something different, something more suffocating. You're not as independent as you once were, and while they continue to help, you feel that quiet, unnoticed erosion of your autonomy. It's like an invisible force is slowly taking over the small decisions you once made effortlessly. It's all for your good, they say. But it doesn't always feel that way. And now you're starting to wonder, how long before you forget how to live on your own terms? After 60, the word independence takes on a different meaning. It's no longer just about physical strength or stamina. It's about your ability to make choices, to have control over your life and your surroundings. But as you age, independence becomes more fragile, and it's not always recognized as something you need to preserve. Family members may step in, eager to help, to ease your burdens. But beneath their kindness lies something more profound. The idea that you don't quite have the ability to decide for yourself anymore. That's when the struggle begins. Not just for your physical health, but for your dignity, your self-worth, and your emotional well-being. Experts in gerontology and mental health agree. Maintaining a sense of agency and control in your later years is crucial. It's more than a matter of preference. It's essential for your mental health. The loss of independence, whether through physical limitations or the subtle erosion of your autonomy, can lead to a sense of helplessness, depression, and anxiety. It's a silent truth, one that often goes unspoken in families. When you're no longer trusted to make your own decisions, it's not just your choices that are taken away. It's your sense of purpose. The ability to decide what to wear, when to go out, what to eat. These might seem trivial, but they hold immense emotional weight. It's not just about doing things for yourself. It's about feeling like you matter enough to make those choices. As we age, our self-worth often hinges on our ability to retain control. But as control slips away, so does our sense of self. It's in these small moments when a loved one makes a decision for us that the quiet damage is done. It starts with one decision, just one, and then another. Before you know it, you begin to doubt your own judgment. You wonder if you're capable anymore. And you wonder what would happen if this continues. What would happen if you no longer had a say in the life you've built for yourself? The help your family offers often comes in small doses, wrapped in care and concern. But if you look closely enough, you'll begin to notice something. The patterns that emerge, seemingly harmless at first, that begin to strip away your confidence. It's not just about the small changes to your daily routine. It's the decisions made without you. The moments when others decide for you, as though you no longer have the capacity to do it yourself. Take, for instance, the phone call that comes every week reminding you to take your medication. It's a thoughtful gesture. But when did you lose the ability to remember that on your own? Or the way your son arranges your living room every few months, telling you it's for safety, even though you've been comfortable in it just the way it was. He means well. They all do. But without realizing it, those actions are taking away something more important than just your physical space. They're taking away your sense of competence. Slowly, you find yourself unsure about your own judgment. Should I have rearranged the room myself, you wonder? Should I have known what time to take the medication? It's these small moments that compound, each seemingly insignificant on its own. But together they form a pattern that quietly erodes your freedom. The more decisions others make for you, the less you trust your own ability to make them. What's worse, this pattern doesn't just impact your ability to decide. It begins to isolate you from the world you once knew. Invitations are made on your behalf, and decisions are made in your place. You're left in the background, waiting for someone else to tell you what to do next. And yet you can't help but feel that the world is passing you by. You're left wondering how much of this is truly for your benefit, and how much of it is a slow, silent surrender of the life you once knew. As time goes on, the subtle erosion of your independence takes on a new shape. It's no longer just about the small choices. It's about the larger, more painful loss of dignity. You begin to feel that you are no longer seen for the person you are, but as someone who needs constant care, constant attention. And it's not just the physical help you receive, it's the way others start to see you. It's the way they talk to you, as though you're fragile, as though your opinions no longer matter. It's the conversations that happen around you, but not with you. Slowly, your sense of self-worth begins to shrink. The emotional toll is deep, and it's often overlooked. The loss of independence isn't just a matter of inconvenience. It's a matter of your emotional health. How do you maintain peace of mind when every decision feels out of your hands? How do you protect your dignity when every move you make is watched, evaluated, adjusted? You might not even realize how much it affects you at first, but after a while you feel the weight. You feel it in the way you hold your head down, in the moments when you avoid eye contact, when you hesitate before speaking. It's the growing realization that you've become more a passenger in your own life than a driver. The cost isn't just in what's taken from you, it's in how it changes you. And yet, even as this slow unraveling continues, you can't help but wonder, is this really for your own good? Or has the cost of care become too high? As these patterns unfold, a quiet truth emerges. Setting boundaries is not just a tool for protection, it is a way to reclaim your power. Boundaries are not walls, they are bridges. They allow you to keep the relationships you cherish while still maintaining control over your own life. It's difficult, of course. No one likes to rock the boat. But setting clear boundaries, gently, firmly, and with love, can be the key to preserving your independence. It's about finding the balance between accepting help and holding on to the parts of your life that make you feel like yourself. Through the stories of those who've done it, those who have navigated the delicate dance between receiving care and maintaining control, you see how empowering it can be. The families who respect boundaries are the ones who truly understand the value of independence, not just for the elderly, but for everyone. But setting boundaries is more than just saying no. It's about expressing your needs, your desires, and your sense of autonomy in a way that keeps relationships intact. It's about helping others understand that, while you may need help from time to time, you are still capable, still worthy of trust, still a person with your own life to live. You might wonder, though, can it really work? Can boundaries really change the dynamics that have been in place for so long? And if you do set those boundaries, how will your family respond? The final chapter offers not just answers, but a path forward. There is no one-size-fits-all solution, but there is a way to reclaim your independence, compassionately, respectfully, and with understanding. It starts with communication, with sharing your thoughts and emotions openly with your loved ones. It's about understanding that their desire to help often stems from love, and it's about finding a way to honor that love while still protecting your own space, your own choices. By setting clear, respectful boundaries and working with your family, you can ensure that the care you receive empowers you, not diminishes you. The key is balance. The key is respect. And in the end, you'll find that the peace of mind you've been seeking is not found in relinquishing control, but in asserting it gently, with kindness and clarity. Through compassionate understanding, you can navigate the complexities of aging without losing what makes you who you are. It's not about rejecting help. It's about ensuring that help supports rather than replaces your independence. And as you walk this path forward, you'll find that your dignity, your autonomy, and your sense of self are yours to keep for as long as you live.